Big Money Bound TV, RRT Posse, YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I release scheduled videos every Monday, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, but I also release some unscheduled videos throughout the week. Now, if you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you. I am officially retired as a travel respiratory therapist, and there's many reasons why I chose to retire. Coming up in this video, I'm gonna let you know what are those reasons. All you gotta do is keep watching. Just keep watching. What we represent, man?
Big money bound.
Say, let it know, man.
Big money bound.
The biggest reason being why I chose to retire from travel respiratory therapy is my family. My family, man. When I did my first travel assignment, it was during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. I had just had my son. When I say just had my son, I mean like just had my son. My son was 2 weeks old. Yes. You know what? I don't even think it was a full 2 weeks. It was like 11 days old, man. 11 days old. Crucial staffing came up. Call in, lottery ticket. I got in. I'm asking Jordan, like, hey, babe, now, if I get in, you sure you gonna want me to go? She's like, how much they gonna be giving you? That's at the time they was paying our respiratory therapist $151 per hour. So I'm like, yeah, man, it's gonna be like $7,900 a week. She was like, yeah, you gotta go. If you get in, called in, I got in. I'm away from my son that was just born less than 2 weeks ago, man. Bro, so just listen to what I'm saying. He wasn't even 14 days old. He was. So, man, family is a huge reason why. And when I left, he wasn't even 2 weeks old, I had family members contacting me saying stuff like, hey, what are you doing? Like, where you at? Like, you just had a kid. How could you leave your kid? And it wasn't really like, I didn't really need to explain myself to anybody. Because my family, the mother of my kid, Jody Joe, she understood what I was doing. But my inner circle, like my immediate family, I let them know, like, you gotta understand, man. Like, my dad passed away when I was 9. I didn't grow up with my dad in my house, you feel me? I grew up what you call a broken home. I know people that never seen their dads because they either passed away doing life in prison or just chose not to be in their life. That's why they left. I'm leaving to better my son's future, to better our quality of life. I'm not leaving to run away from my responsibilities. I'm leaving so I could really like provide and be there for my son. That's why I left to come back. I left with intentions to come back. I didn't leave with intentions to run off and never look back. So that's what I just told the people who was like, had some questions that was in my immediate family. Anybody else? Yeah, I ain't pick up your phone call. But I also had like some homies reaching out to me that was like, hey man, yeah dog, you gotta name that kid Lucky. Cause at the time I was still employed, but I had just had a kid, so they give you like they give you, how many days they gave me? They give you like 90 days of bonding time with your newborn kid, even as a male. You get 90 days of bonding time. I don't know if it's 90 or 60. Y'all just correct me if I'm wrong. And out of that bonding time, you get 2 weeks of paid vacation. So I had like a window to be away from work, and I was out there getting all that fetty. He was like, yeah man, your kid was born just in time. If you wouldn't have went, we would have beat you. If you wouldn't have went, we would have hit you upside the head. If you wouldn't have went, man, you lucky. So some people saying that, yeah bro, you blessed, you lucky. Some people saying like, oh, you shouldn't be out there, you shouldn't be going. And I tell you no lie, like, it was one person I couldn't tell I had left, and that was my grandma, man. My grandma reached out to me like, yeah, how the baby doing this? I couldn't find the strength and the courage enough to tell my grandma that I'm in Texas and my baby boy back in Florida. I couldn't, so I had to say, yeah, you know, everything good. I had to, Lord forgive me, man. And R.I.P. to my granny. Not only was I away from like my newborn, every time I went out, like I leave one time, he was a newborn. I come back, dog like 3 months old. Couple months to go by, he'll be 5 months, I leave again. I come back, little homie 9 months. So I was really like missing my son grow up. I was really missing it. And it's like my first kid, it's my only kid. I was missing him grow up. I was seeing him through like, you know, FaceTime, so that I was down with the pictures. You know, she did the best in her abilities to like keep me updated with him, FaceTiming while she giving him a bath, while she changing him, while she feeding him. And it was hard for her to do that, man. So I salute Jody for just staying strong and doing that, keeping me in the loop, man. But my baby boy was growing up, not right before my eyes. Like he was growing up while I was somewhere else watching the sunrise. You feel me? I was somewhere else, like a whole different part of the country. And my little one just growing up. Every time I come back, like, I really ain't see my little one grow up, man. Every time I come back, he was at a different stage. First time I was left, like he couldn't even hold his neck. I came back, he could hold his own neck. I left again, he was still doing tummy time. I came back, put him on tummy time, he rolled over like, what are you doing? He was out of tummy time, so. Family, man. Then, you know, Jody Joe, man. The distance, you know, like that's the love of my life. Like that's my lady. We ain't never had no long distance relationship. This always been like you down the street, I'm down the street, around the corner. This is my girl. This is like I didn't want no Jody, man. I mean, at one point Jody was about to like transfer colleges to like she was trying to go to FSU. I'm like, hey, dog, I don't want you going there. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go somewhere close. Go to FAU. Don't go to UCL. I'm gonna go to UCL. Don't go there. Go to FSU. I was like, nah, don't leave. You feel me? Because that's my girl. And I love. I don't want her to go. So when we had to do that long distance, like, man, it created like a lot of friction. Like, you know, man, it was like we was beefing, but it wasn't really beef. It was just like a miscommunication. Like I'm saying, like I'm trying to like, hey, you know, let me see my son. Oh no, I just put him to sleep. Let me see you while you like washing his hair. Man, I can't hold the camera and do that there. So I'm like, damn. So it was just like, when you out here with this crucial staffing, bro, you working 6 days a week. You working 6 days a week, like, bro, you non-stop. You going. So you gotta get home. You gotta get rest. It's hard to like really be on that phone like that. Then you one day off. You gotta grocery shop. I'm out here grocery shopping in Texas. You gotta do your laundry. If you don't do your laundry, you don't have like no clean clothes. And I don't even do my laundry at home because Jody don't look out for me. So it was like, I had to do so much. It was so hard for me, man. So that, man, my family, dog, I had to put that stethoscope down for traveling, man. And I had to give it up, bro. I'm out there 6 days a week. How the hell you feel me? I haven't spent a Valentine's Day with Jody since 2019 was the last time I spent a Valentine's Day with Jody. No. 2020 was the last Valentine's Day that I spent with Jody. I missed 2021 and I missed 2022. That's 2 Valentines in a row, bro, that you ain't been with your lady. Now imagine how your girl will feel. Imagine how your dude will feel if y'all ain't spent Valentine's together for 2 years in a row. Come on, man. That's why, dog, like, if you got somebody that you with that understand what you're doing about this grind and this fat and this hustle, hey, dog, you blessed, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Jody don't never gave me a hard time about that because she know what I was about with the money. She knew what I was saying, what we gonna do with it. We're gonna look out for our loan. We paying down our mortgage. She seen the mortgage going down. Like, damn, you doing a good job. You really doing what you say you gonna do. Like, you know, I come home, get you the bench. You know, I'm really a man of my word. So she like, No, like somebody gonna like it's a team effort, bro. She was with my baby boy. I couldn't go do this if I ain't had nobody who I trusted with my son. That's his mom, but like shit, I know she got him. She good. Let me go ahead and get this Fetty. When I come back, it's our Fetty. We rich now, you feel me? So if you got somebody like that, dog, you blessed, man. But that don't mean it's gonna be easy now. Jody was saying, you know what? Like I said, my baby boy was 2 weeks old. You ain't know it's gonna be like this here. Come home. I'm like, I understand she upset. I'm gonna let it get over. You don't gotta come home, but just know it's hard, this and that. Yeah, baby, I ain't tripping. I know. You know, like, you an adult. You're a grown man with grown man needs. Like love, affection. You get what I'm getting at. Like, you know, you in this state, the love of your life, 5 states over, y'all like it's man, it was just so hard. I'm used to like waking up, being next to Jody, kissing Jody before I go to work, hugging her when I get home, getting Jody home, cook meals. All that was out of the picture, but that was getting hard for me. I had to give it up for my family, dog. I could not do it, bro. I had to give it up for my family. I was too damn far. Another reason, the distance, like you could really feel the disconnect. You could feel the distance. You could be like, bro, it was like, I'm way out of state. No state I went to, I'm used to being in South Florida. You know, it's like a melting pot. They got all kind of Caribbean food restaurants. You got your Jamaican food, which I love. You got your Haitian food, which is very good. So I'm trying to find a nice Jamaican food place to eat at, Jamaican food restaurant. Bro, I'm out here to Texas. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that out here, bro. Ain't no Jamaican food. I ain't no curry chicken, the plantains and jerk chicken. I'm like, bro, rice and peas with the gravy. What none of that food out there? That's what I'm used to eating. I'm like, damn, yeah. I ain't nowhere near home. You know that, like, bro, you not near home. You seeing places like In-N-Out Burgers. Bro, I ain't never seen a damn In-N-Out Burger. I'm used to like a Five Guys or something like, hey, bro, like, yeah. You a long way, or you used to cheeseburger, like, yeah, you a long way from home, like, nothing is the same. And then it's like, you know, like, when you near your family, like, you know, that your people around the corner, your son at daycare over here, your mom over here, your job over there, like, you know, you kind of feel like you within the proximity of this stuff. I was near nothing I was familiar with, bro. I could feel the disconnect, like. Then I talked to Jody on the phone. Yeah, I had dinner last night. I had curry chicken and snack. The food I want and need, you close to it. I'm so far from it. Then to even like get this food, I gotta use Uber Eats. I never ever in my life used Uber Eats or Uber period before I became a travel respiratory therapist. I'm out here in Texas. I gotta use Uber to get around, and I gotta use Uber Eats to get food. I'm using Uber Eats. One night I was just so hungry, man, and I couldn't drive, and I didn't want to catch no Uber, like, you feel me? So I did Uber Eats. Only thing that was open was McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's, but when you starving, cause if you hungry, you gonna eat. Ain't no, I don't eat that. If you starving, you gonna eat. I ordered McDonald's. The person that got my order, bro, was riding a bicycle. Why the hell is Uber letting you do anything if you riding a bike? This supposed to be like a car, like, bro. It took these people 3 hours. And I tell you, like, no lie. It was like 2 hours and 45 minutes to get my food. By the time they got there, it wasn't even edible. Like, it was disgusting. Like, why did this lady pick up my order? She knows she ain't had no car, man. Like, why would you? I had to get from around there, man. On top of that, like, with that distance, I'm from sunny South Florida. I'm out here in Texas when it's snowing. They call it snowvid. It was snowing cold as hell. It was -0 degrees. Then, I'm out here in the state of Montana. I promise you no lie. It went to -30 degrees. -30. Thankfully, I had my North Face. I had my North Face puffer jacket that was very like, it did its job 100%. It did its job, but my face, that wind was still getting my face and it was hurting me. And I had bought some gloves so my hands was good. Did I buy gloves? I had them just in my jacket. I had them in my jacket, but the weather, those cold and those freezing conditions, Man, I couldn't handle it. And then with the cold, I'm out here in Montana, they saying it's a damn mountain lion that's on the loose. A mountain lion came down from the mountains and he followed the snow. What? Be careful, be on the lookout. Man, where the hell am I at, man? The distance, it was too much to bear, bro. I had to come on, I had to retire. I had to put my stethoscope down from that traveling RT and just come on back home. Come on back. I'm out here in Montana. I asked these people, yeah, man, we in the cafeteria, they give me food. Okay, they give me eggs, French toast, all that. Hey, y'all got any grits back there? When I asked that dude for grits, he looked at me like I said, hey, man, you got a half a key of Coke? I'm trying to get loaded. I'm trying to get my nose dirty. You ever ask dog for some illegal drugs? I said, grits? Nah, we don't got no grits. I guess when it come to grits, that's more like a southern thing. But I grew up on grits. Like, I cannot, it's almost impossible for me to eat scrambled eggs without grits. Eggs and grits go hand in hand where I'm from. If it's the same for you, please let me know, dog. Eggs and grits, that's one and the same. I can't eat eggs without grits. Like, how do you do it? I don't know, because I don't do it. The travel, transportation, just the traveling alone, man. I'm afraid to fly. I was afraid to fly. But you know, when it's about that money, you gotta face your fears, bro. But I'm afraid to be up here, dog. So I'm afraid to fly. I'm up here flying, you feel me? Turbulence, plane shaking. I ride from Florida to Denver, board another plane to go to Montana. This plane literally has 2 rows. You know how you get in some planes, it's 3 rows, 3 rows. This plane had 1 row on this side, 1 row on that side. I'm scared as hell. I'm not joking, I'm scared. I'm scared out my mind. So you know what? I gave up the long distance travel, you feel me? Before I retired, I gave up the long distance travel. I chose to do a contract in Miami. Okay, cool. I'm driving my car down to Miami. The traffic is so congested. Where I'm from, we don't got no major football teams, nothing like that. I'm headed towards Miami. You got the Miami Heat, the Miami Dolphins, the Hurricanes. You got the Miami Heat. You got the Miami Dolphins. You got the Miami Heat. You got the University of Miami. You got the Marlins. You got the Miami soccer team. All this stuff is going on. Every day is somebody playing the game. Traffic is back. Traffic not moving. I had to get the expressway pass so we can ride through the express lane. You can ride through the express lane, but you got to pay for it. Any day is real busy. The express pass at certain sections, it costs like $250, $149. Bro, you spending $11 to ride your car to get to work. I'm like, nah, some gotta give. This is too crazy, man. Then I started taking public transportation. I started taking Brightline. I'm taking Brightline. Sometimes to get to Brightline, I had to take another train. Then I gotta get the Brightline. In between these 2 trains, I'm trying to get an Uber. Uber not coming. I literally have to ride a bicycle. I'm not joking, man. I had to ride a Brightline bicycle from the Tri-Rail station to the Brightline station. I'm on a bicycle. Grown man in a respiratory therapy uniform riding a bike. Hey, you got me riding the bike to work. Now this is getting out of hand now. It's getting out of hand. But for my family, I do what I gotta do now. Enough was enough. It was just like, bro, I had to retire, man. When I was on that bike, I'm like, yeah, that's the final straw for me, man. This my last. I'm not renewing my contract. And I didn't renew it. I really got fired. They canceled my contract, man. That video coming up next. I'm gonna do that video next, dog. They canceled my contract. They terminated my contract, bro. Hey, they filthy, man. But another reason why I was able to like put the travel stethoscope down with no problem and retire from respiratory therapy, I got another. Oh, I got something in my eye, bro. I got something in my eye right now. Damn. I got a full-time job offer that like I couldn't pass up. I couldn't pass it up, man. My homeboy hit me up. You know, that's why you like some people in this field that like, bro, you can be like, that can be, it's a very short few now. It's like 5%. But you gonna meet some people that's like, they click tight, they cool, and like they're relatable to what you're doing. Like, and they authentic, genuine, good people. My homie hit me like, hey man, I know you traveling, I know you doing your thing out there, but a position just became available. Somebody is like relocating. So this one position became available, man. You know how it is. At this hospital, when somebody get in this hospital, they stay here into retirement because it's so good. So, hey, man, give it a shot. Try to get in there. Bet. So I fill out the application, you feel me? Do my thing. Gotta put my dog as my reference. Hey, they give me an interview. They reach out to me, but it's sections of interviews. It's like, first you submit your application, then you gotta talk to like a recruiter guy. So I talked to him, he was asking me questions. Y'all already know how to get hired as an RT video. He asked me about, okay, so how long you been a therapist, this and that. What's your plans about respiratory therapy? What do you see yourself in the future? Bro, I see myself being the best respiratory therapist I could be, moving up the respiratory therapy ladder, just motivating people with respiratory therapy, because respiratory therapy changed my life and it saved me on forever and good earth. Just tell them I love respiratory therapy and I got no other plans to go nowhere else. Not saying if my YouTube blow up, I'm going. Now, if YouTube pop, I'm going. I'm not going to tell them that. So I'm just saying I love RT, I love RT. Dawg said, all right, cool, man. I like everything you're saying. I'm going to take you to the next step. And now I got an interview with the hospital staff. I do an interview with them. Everything go good in that interview. They loving me. They reach out. They tell me what it is. They saying like, yeah, you get, it's levels of respiratory therapy. It's level 1, level 2, level 3. You'll be coming in as a level 2 because of your experience. That's more money. If you go up to level 3, that's a 5% raise. If you get if you have a bachelor's in respiratory therapy, that's a 5% raise. Now remember I said, no, if you have a bachelor's period, you get a 5% raise. Now remember I said that, oh, I never did a bachelor's in respiratory therapy because there's no incentive. They give you an incentive. Then if you get the NBRC, it's Adult Critical Care Specialist, ACCS, you get that specialty, that's another 5% raise. And I'm going back, I'm going to get that. I'm finna go take the test, I'm finna go do that, I'm finna go get that 5. I'm finna get that money, so I'm finna go and do that. So it's like, it was a lot of perks with this job. It's like, this is somewhere you want to be. Like, night shift starts at 7 p.m. From 7 p.m. on back, you start getting night shift pay. That's unheard of. Everywhere else is 12 o'clock, 11:30. They starting you off at 7. And so at 7 o'clock on a Friday, you getting weekend pay. What? You don't start that until 12 o'clock midnight when it's literally Saturday. That's unheard of. That's beautiful. What else is it, man? It was just, it's so many perks and stuff, bro. Like, it was just like so much good stuff. Like, I really couldn't turn it down. I'm making someone giving y'all everything, man, because it was so many. I gave y'all the 5% respiratory, the bachelor's, accredited. Yeah, specialty. Okay, so with all that stuff, man, it was just like, then it was like, it was a $6 differential for night shift. Bro, this is the highest paying place. It's like, this is the highest paying job I ever had. I know inflation changed a lot of things, yeah, but then just like the extra bonuses, the incentives, the weekend pay, the shift dip, it was just the most money I ever seen of. So I'm like, damn, I'm liking this. I get this up for, yeah, I get this up. I'll give up travel respiratory therapy to be here, you feel me? So when they came back and said, hey man, the recruiter hit me out, hey, they wanna hire you, they wanna take you on, you just gotta sign your agreement, you go in there. So knowing I could put down that travel stethoscope and pick up my full-time stethoscope and still be getting big money, it was the perfect timing. Like I said, it's all about grinding and timing. I got that travel money going down. Got tired of being away from my family. Got tired of that distance. Got tired of that traveling situation. So I was able to give it up and still be getting big fatty. And plus that money had went down, so it wasn't really I'm away from my family. It wasn't really worth it, dog. So I'm like, I'm gonna get that up. I'm gonna go over here. I'm doing this here. On top of that, got another per diem, so I'm getting so money still, so Fetty still. You feel me? Still big money bound. I'm just not having to leave away from my family, dog. Like, I left from home. My son didn't know me when I came back, bro. And it's like one last thing that like you probably ain't gonna be able to see this part if you don't got like the channel membership. I came back, bro.